right.
Hey, Vincent.
1, 2, 3.
All right.
December the 3rd.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yep.
All right, and a quiz for you.
Okay.
Okay. When people trying to protest
Yep.
to the Chinese government in Hong Kong, where do they go?
They go to Western District.
You say Western District?
Sai Ying Pun.
Or Saiwan?
Well, it depends. Yeah, like Saiwan is kind of
Yeah.
the bigger area,
Yeah.
but I used to live in that neighborhood in Sai Ying
Okay.
Pun, so we used to call it the Poon.
All right. Tomorrow at Lashko, there's an important motion
Yes.
by Wong
Yes.
about not putting an area
Yep.
in country parks.
Right.
How do you say that area?
Where he wants to put it, Tai Long, Saiwan.
Yes, and it's still Saiwan, right?
Yeah.
How do you distinguish the two? Saiwan and Saiwan. How can you?
Well, you know, because I'm tone deaf,
Yeah.
so
Can you say Saiwan
Saiwan,
and Saiwan?
Saiwan.
Almost the same.
Yeah, to me it sounds
You
the
see,
same.
Once you master that,
17 years, and I still, you know, I was never a musician.
Yep.
Tones have always been a
and
challenge
it's
for me.
Dai Long Saiwan.
Dai Long Saiwan, which means like Dai, big,
Not
long
you're
dragon.
almost saying Big Wolf appears in the Western District.
Well, which happened, I guess, in 1997, right? The big wolf arrived in Western District.
That I won't comment on that.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, but yeah, I guess, yeah, it's the other Saiwan, the Tai Long Saiwan.
Yes.
Which of course is nowhere close to the other Saiwan. And I'm doing this because we're down in Wan Chai today, in the HKSOW.
It's the same
truck.
one.
Yeah.
One. Yeah.
Wan. It is the same one, like
Yeah.
Wan Chai, Taiwan,
Yes.
Bay.
One is different. One is different. One is circle.
So one means
like
bay and one means circle.
They're like DuPont circle in
Okay,
Washington DC.
okay.
Then you say one. DuPont one.
Okay.
Dobong one.
Gotcha.
Okay? But one is bay.
Ah.
Yes. One side is mini bay.
Okay. Well, I know the bay because everything's
Yeah.
a bay around
Yeah.
here.
West
Yeah.
Bay is Saiwan.
Okay.
West circle
Yeah.
is Saiwan.
Ah. So which one?
The Western District is actually West Circle.
Ah. Okay.
Yes.
It's not a bay.
And Central is Central Circle.
Right.
Yeah.
Zhongwan.
Yeah, Zhongwan.
Ah.
Wan. Exactly.
Wan.
Zhongwan is the Central Circle.
Okay.
Yep.
Someday I might actually remember some of this.
Good.
So today,
back to
Lawang Fat,
the country.
Tai Long Saiwan. You know,
Countryside.
this is the whole battle.
Yep.
You know, it's coming to a head.
You just made part 3 of the series, right?
Just made
for the
part
Harvard
three-
Con.
part
This
three
is-
and 3.
You bring the part 1,
Well, that's the part 1.
which is back in October 4th.
Yep. So that's when we thought that we might be able to save this
That's
thing.
the beginning of October.
Yeah. Let's see. No, this one was way back, October 4th. Yeah, you're right.
And then
you're right.
this one is the
This is the one that came out on Friday, and unfortunately, I think this
The
is where
beginning
we
of
are
December.
today. Yeah, let's get that right up there. You can see the big chainsaw cutting into the trees, and that could be
from
happening.
here to here.
Yeah, you know that's what they're trying to protect. This could
Really,
this could be happening right now,
This could be happening.
right as we speak.
Yeah, but what happened? Can you report on that?
So the deadline. So basically, there was a 3-month what they call OZP outline zoning plan for Hoi Ha to zone a whole big new what they call village areas. So basically, these people that so-called want to live in the village because it's like their heritage and all that. They've already sold out to the developers, right? They've already cashed in because that's what it's all about, cashing in. They've already sold out, and the developers now have an OZP that says they can go in there and they'll call it agricultural land, but they'll just start ripping the place apart. They can do that any day now because the 3 months are up. The OZP now kind of becomes official. It is now the law unless there is some kind of an intervention. That can only happen at the level of the chief executive, right? Everybody was kind of pinning their hopes on the AFCD, the Agricultural Fishery Conservation Department, providing a recommendation to the chief executive saying you should make this a country park, and then the chief executive can go, maybe, maybe not. People were kind of hoping that would happen. It hasn't happened yet. I think the AFCD is being very careful about this because, look what happened with Hong Kong TV. The chief executive got advice about what he should do on the spectrum. He didn't follow it, and it came out. So there's a lot of political dimensions to this. Tomorrow in Lechko, Lawang Fat, of course, as I put in the article here, I said he has been roused from his legislative torpor. 20 years he has been sleeping in Lechko. He has not introduced a single bill. But
not exactly sleeping.
Well,
but we just don't know what he is doing.
Yeah, he hasn't been introducing legislation or moving or. So
because
finally,
he said he works outside of Lashko.
In which
Despite
case,
being a legislative member, he works outside of the Lashko. Well, Whatever that means.
Take that as you will.
Whatever that means.
So he's finally, gotten motivated to do something at LegCo as opposed to outside, and so he's introduced this piece of legislation to try and stop the government from.
Wait. You said he have not done anything in the LegCo, raised any motion.
He hasn't raised any. Yeah.
And the first thing
in 20
he
years
has introduced into LegCo is not to do something.
No, it's to stop. Yeah, exactly.
So he has not been doing something in the LegCo, and for the first time he has actually done something is not to do something.
Yeah, exactly.
That's paradoxical.
Well, there it is. But this whole thing has got there's paradox and contradictions all over. Because on this one, this is a government moment. The DAB, the supposedly pro-government, have said they will support Lau Wong-Fat against the government. The pro-Dems have said they will support the government against those guys. So, I mean, politics makes for strange bedfellows. And on this issue, it's all coming into play. At the same time, tomorrow as well, Wu Chi-wai is going to introduce a motion to extend the country park into Hoi Ha, Paklap, and Solopan to try and again, extend the country park. So the opposite of what Lau Wong-Fat is doing. And, I mean, so everybody's, picking different sides than they're used to. They're teamed up in different places. But that is, that is the only way you're going to save this place. Now, my comment, there's another little mini rally over the weekend. It made the papers, but it was 100 people on a beach somewhere.
Yeah. Making a heart.
Yeah.
Making a big
which,
heart.
Is nice and everything, but when you put that up against the government, with 80,000 people protesting about HKTV, and they still didn't budge. You're 100 people on a beach versus 80,000, compared to 80,000 on the doorsteps of Tamar. I just don't see it happening, And the government's really got to think about, if the government, the three places they chose to extend the country park into, because it was fairly uncontroversial. They didn't think they were going to get that much resistance. Here's, Lau Wong-Fat. They've awoken the dragon, and he's fighting them this much on those ones. How much are they going to fight on places where there could be some actual money at stake? Because that's what this is all about.
Well, the problem is that if you do not, if you allow Lau Wong-Fat motion of scrapping the government's plan to expand the country parks, it will set a very bad precedent.
Oh yeah,
for the government to put in other areas, which need conservation, into the country parks again.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind that even for those country parks areas, for those lands who are within the country park zone, you already have a lot of villages treating that as illegal dumping ground.
Oh, yeah, it's if you've been up there,
Yeah, and if there's a place which is extremely beautiful as Dalong Saiwan, and you cannot even say that this is a country park.
Yeah.
This is up for grabs.
Yeah.
Then it's definitely is a major blow to how committed you are in preserving the countryside, into making Hong Kong a better place to live in.
Yeah, a couple of months ago I had a visitor, the former mayor of Whistler, British Columbia, co-host of the Olympics with Vancouver, famous as a big ski resort there, and it's also known for its sustainable practices, and the big on tourism, so the environment up there is just pristine, and they work like hell. I walked around with him in Sai Kung, and he's like, this is supposed to be the, kind of the rural village, the natural area. And he just, because there's just, to use a polite word, stuff lying around everywhere. And he just couldn't believe it.
You see, you put Hoi Ha and Dalong Saiwan, the two cases together. One is that you try to object to possible destruction. And one is that you try to expand the area that need protection. And both fails.
Yeah.
And this is actually what you just said, ripping the countryside apart.
Yeah.
And how to spell rip?
Rip? R.I.P.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
It is R.I.P. for a reason.
Yeah.
And I will pick that as a keyword.
Well, that's why, some people might think this is a typo on our cover where we said deadline for nature. We put a hyphen in there. It's because we wanted to make clear it's not a deadline, it's a dead line.
The country park is being ripping apart. So
Yeah.
we picked the keyword for today, R.I.P.
All right.
Thank you, Andrew.
R.I.P.